everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun scroll saw project video, have a nice design by Steve Good prepped, and it is a scrap wood project. Fall is rapidly approaching, as well as the busy holiday months where I will get more requests than usual to make things as gifts and as presents and everything. So I wanted to take the opportunity to purge myself and get rid of some of the ever accumulating wood in the scrap bin here, so I will have just all nice materials to do the holiday orders with. I've already got all the patterns printed out and attached to our material with clear packing tape, and the project in question is a miniature windmill. There you see the base of the windmill, and that will be 4 pieces of 1/4 inch plywood. Then we have the body of the windmill here, which is 1/4 inch plywood, and then the tail of the windmill, and then the windmill blades will actually be 1/8 inch plywood. And then we have the base and stand here as well out of 1/4 inch plywood. But really great way to use up some of that ever accumulating scrap wood. Since everything is prepped, let's head over to the drill press, drill all of our pilot holes so we can head back to the scroll saw and start scrolling.
And over here on the drill press, we're going to begin by taking a small drill bit and drilling all of the pilot holes for internal cutting. And the only internal cuts that this project has is the structure here that supports the windmill. I am using number 5 ultra reverse scroll saw blades, and they are cutting through all the thicknesses of material in this project exceptionally well with minimal chip out, which is always good when it comes to sanding. But I will just take my time and cut out all of the pieces. If you guys would like to try this pattern, it is available as a free pattern download over at Steve Good's scrollsawworkshop.blogspot.com website over in his free pattern catalog. And it goes without saying that a lot of these pieces need to be cut as close to the cut line as you can to make sure that the windmill will turn properly when the breeze hits it. But I will just go through here and do all of the cutting, and then I will proceed to release everything from the waste wood as always. Just taking my time and letting the blade do the work. Just a great project to use up some of that scrap wood. Now if you wanted to put this outside, I would not suggest using plywoods like I have used here. I was just using what was in my scrap bin to show you how everything was made on the demonstration. And when I cut out the hub here, the pattern flew off because I just used tape. So after beveling the scroll saw to the 30 degrees, I taped it back in place. I have a fan on me during the summer to keep me cool. But I'll just go through here and cut out the notches for the windmill blades. Being very careful here, and this is a very tedious and awkward cut with the tilt of the scroll saw table. But I will go back and re-level it to a perfect 90 and just cut out the notches that will accept the windmill blades. If you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel and also follow me over on Instagram at Artisan Pirate. Links to all my social medias are down in the description box below. Sanding everything up here, and I only used a palm sander on the structure pieces, and I opted to hand sand everything else. I will glue everything up with CA glue for this project. And I saved a few pictures of the project from Steve's pattern on my phone, so I know how to assemble everything. But once the structure here is glued up, I will go ahead and sand all the other pieces by hand. Just making sure everything is nice and smooth. And I will again use CA glue and some activator to glue the windmill blades in place. And I did glue my fingertips together one time during this. It is some very small parts. But once everything dried around 10 minutes, I came back and began the final assembly. And once again, I'm just making this project for demonstration purposes. If you wanted this project to last a long time outside, I would highly suggest using hardwoods. It's just plywood in this video. I think having the photos on my phone really helped me assemble this quickly. And just using a small nail there for a pivot, and I cut it to size with a pair of pliers. Making sure it's spun, and I will do the final hole here to put the windmill on the base. And it spun freely, and it was time for clear coating. And when I was clear coating it, we seen that the fan spun freely and the project was complete.
And here we have the completed garden windmill, made completely on the scroll saw and made completely out of scrap material, and it came out amazing. Thank you, Steve Good, for another amazing design. It took me around 20 to 25 minutes to scroll everything out. It's not a very complicated pattern. The most complicated part for me was beveling the scroll saw at the end to cut out the angles for the blade hub here in the middle to make sure that the blades have the angle. But you can see right here that the propeller or windmill blade spins freely right there, and it rotates 360 degrees on the stand there. It came out amazing. I made this out of scrap plywood, and it's intended to go out in a garden somewhere to have a decorative touch for people to see when they come by. With it being made out of scrap plywood, I do not know how long it would last out in Mother Nature. I know there's some weather resistant finishes I could put on it. I just put the basic clear coat on it in this project video because I'm going to keep it inside, probably on a shelf, because I just love how it come out. If you wanted to make this and make it last outside and have longevity outside in the weather, if you have access to a thickness planer or own a thickness planer, I would suggest planing down and milling down some hardwoods to the required thicknesses in the pattern pack for this project and make it out of that, and then I think it would last a lot longer as opposed to being made out of plywood like it is here. Just a thought, but really, really cool. I had fun making it, and I took my time and let the blade do the work, and everything came out great. I had fun making it, and I hope you like watching me make it. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, and also follow me over on Instagram at Artisan Pirate. Links to all my social medias as well as ways to contact me will always be linked down in the description box below. Until the next video, guys, that's about all for this one, and remember, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.